In the previous class, we are learned about the principal operation of a single phase half wave bridge rectifier. Okay, here is the circuit diagram of single phase half wave bridge rectifier, and here we see that only two transistors and two diodes are required. But in case of a single phase full wave bridge rectifier, here we see that the four transistors and four diodes are required. Okay, so the numbering must be in this way: Q1, Q3, Q4, Q2. Okay, these subnotations must be very much important. Means we have to write here Q1, Q3, Q4, Q2. Otherwise, the working principle will be changed. Okay, and similarly D1, D3, D4, D2. So for the positive half, this portion is working Q1, Q2. Okay, then again to the load. So for this purpose, this is VA0, means this A, VA0, and for the next part, this is VB0, means positive part. This is as inverter converts the DC to AC, so that's why this is a constant square wave. We can say that this is for the positive half and this is for the negative half. Okay, and the total supply voltage V is nothing but the summation of these two voltage. And if the load current with inductive load, if there is the load consists of an inductor, then the load current must be a triangular wave. Okay, so this negative portion is due to the D1, and when the D1 and D2 is on, then positive portion when the Q1, Q2 is on, then again the decreasing part when D3 and D4 is on, and the negative decreasing part for the Q3 and Q4 is on, and then starts the another cycle. Okay, so already it is said that it consists of four chopper Q1, and the transistor Q1, Q2 are turned on simultaneously. The input voltage Vs appears across the load, and if the transistor Q3, Q4 are turned on at the same time, the voltage across the load is reversed, that is minus Vs. And we also see the waveform. Now what is the RMS voltage, output voltage? The RMS output voltage V0 is nothing but the square root of 2 by capital T0 integration 0 to T0 by 2 V square dt. From here we get the RMS output voltage is nothing but Vs. That's why we draw here Vs. Okay, so VAB is nothing but the maximum value of Vs. Now this is the RMS output voltage. Then what is the instantaneous output voltage? The instantaneous output voltage is described by Fourier series. Like V0 is nothing but summation of n is equals to 1, 3, 5. That means the odd multiples up to infinity 4 Vs by n pi sine of n omega t. The value of n are the odd multiples. That means actually the odd numbers, not multiples. Odd numbers, that is n is 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, and for n equals to 1, we get the RMS value of fundamental component like V1, as V1 is nothing but 4 Vs by root 2 pi. That means it is approximately 0.9 Vs. Now, when the diode D1 and D2 conduct, the energy is fed back to the DC source. and that's why it is called, or it is known as a feedback diodes. Okay, so D1, D2, D3, D4, these diodes are called the feedback diode, as through these diodes the energy is fed back to the DC source or the DC supply. Okay, that means when during the positive half of the cycle the current is flowing through Q1, then load, then Q2. After that, when Q1, Q2 is off at time T1, then the current is fed back through D2, load, D1 and then source. Okay. Similarly, when Q3 and Q4 is on, the current is flow from Q4, current is flowing from Q4, load, then Q3, then fed back to the supply, and when Q3 and Q4 is off simultaneously and D3 and D4 is on, then this current is, then the energy is fed back through the load D3 and D4 to the DC supply voltage. That's why D1, D2, D3 and D4 are called the feedback diodes. Now we are going to discuss about the three-phase inverter. Okay. So the three-phase inverters are normally used for high power applications. As in case of a transformer, at first we learn the single phase transformer, then we learn about the three-phase transformer. When three-phase transformer are used, when the voltage requirements are high, okay, or high power applications. The same thing happened in case of a three-phase inverters. The three-phase inverters are normally used for the high power application. Three single-phase half or full bridge inverters can be connected in parallel. These are the connection diagram. Okay. From the configuration of three-phase inverter, the gating signal of single-phase inverter should be advanced or delayed by 120 degree with respect to each other in order to obtain a three-phase balanced supply voltage. As we know, if we apply a three-phase voltage, means R, Y, B, they are for the balanced supply, they are 120 degree apart from each other. Okay. So in case of a three-phase inverter, the gating signal of a single-phase inverter should be advanced or delayed by 120 degree with respect to each other in order to obtain a three-phase balanced or fundamental voltages. The transformer primary winding must be isolated from each other, while the secondary windings may be connected in Y or
ম্যাম এটা কানেকশন ডায়াগ্রাম কি একটু দেখে বোঝাবেন? এখান থেকে বুঝতে পারলাম না।
বোঝাচ্ছি। This is the schematic diagram of three-phase inverter. Okay, so here we can see that this is the primary inverter, this is the primary of the transformer, and these are the secondary of the transformer. Okay, here we see that the secondary is in star connected or delta connected. It is in star connection. Okay, because this point and this point and this point are same. Okay, and the primary are in delta. For why it is connected in delta? To remove the third harmonics. Okay, that means the triplet harmonics, means the third, sixth, and ninth, up to the multiples of third harmonics are to be eliminated. That's why it is connected in delta. Okay, so as it is a three-phase inverter, so we require 12 single phase inverters. Okay, so this is D1, D3, D5, D4, D6, D2. Okay, the subscript are same and it have to be written in this manner, that 1 3 5 4 6 2. Okay, so this is a group of inverters, and this for working for the positive hub, and this is working for the negative hub, and its imaginary part here, Q1 dash, D3, Q3 dash, Q5 dash, similarly Q4 dash, Q6 dash, Q2 dash. Okay, similarly D1 dash, D3 dash, sorry, D1 dash, this is D3. Okay, D3 dash, there is a mistake, this is not D5, this is D3, this must be D3, and this is D5, and Q4, D4 dash, D6 dash, D2 dash. Okay, so the description is written here. Okay, now this is the simplest circuit which is required for our analysis. Okay, so this is Q1, Q3, Q5, Q2, Q6, Q4. This must be Q4. Okay, and we apply the getting signal G1 at Q1, G2 at Q3, and G3 at Q5. So here it is clearly seen that we apply G1 from initial condition. Okay, pi. After some time we give G2, and after some time we get G3. Similarly G4, G5 and G6. Okay, so V of AB, this is A and this is B. Okay, so AB is related between G1 and G3. So this is the getting signal of G3. Okay, and G1 is from initial. That's why we draw here V of AB, whose value is Vs, between this instant. Okay, and now we have, there is the negative part also, and now we going for VBC. That means it is a getting function G3. This is D3 and VBC and D5. So G3 and G5. This is G3 and G5 is here. That's why we get this portion as VBC, which the value is Vs. Okay, and again we get the negative signal. Then VAC, which is nothing but G5 and G6. So this is a G5. Sorry, this is not G6, this is G1. Again G1 is starting from pi 0, and after that 2 pi. So this is the G3, sorry, G5. IC means G5. So from here G5, and it is end for G1. G1 is starting from as well as 0 and 2 pi. That's why here at 2 pi we ended the signal. Okay. So it is written that here when the Q1 is switched on, terminal A is connected to the positive terminal of DC input voltage. Q2 is turned on, terminal A is brought to the negative terminal. Q1 is turned on, terminal A positive, Q4 is turned on, then it is negative circuit, and the getting signal are placed each other by 60 degree. Okay, and the each transistor conducts for 180 degree conduction period. Okay, and therefore here written that the getting signal are shifted from each other by 60 degree to obtain a three-phase balance or fundamental voltages. Okay. Okay. Now this is a delta connected load and this is a Y connected load. Okay. So during mode 1, that means when G1 is applied, that means Q1 is positive or forward. Then RQ means R equivalent, which is nothing but R plus R by 2, that is 3R by 2. These are the series and parallel combinations of resistance. Okay, and it can be also obtained from Y delta conversion. If R equivalent is nothing but 3R by 2, then what is the value of I1? Then I1 is nothing but Vs by R equivalent. Okay, then we put the value of R equivalent here. So we get I1 is nothing but 2 Vs by 3R. Now for the Y connected network, we can easily say that VAN is nothing but VCN. That means I1 into R by 2. That means here also in case of balanced Y connected network, we can say that it is Vs by 3. And for VBN is nothing but minus I1R. What is the value of minus I1R? I1R is nothing but minus 2 by 3 Vs. Okay. So this is the mode 1 operation, and this discussion is above. That is, these two resistance are in parallel and this is series. So the resistance becomes R by 2, R equivalent R by 2 plus R in series, that's why R. Here also we see that VAN is equals to VCN. That's why it is written here VAN equals to VCN, which is equals to I1 R by 2, and VBN is nothing but VBN, as we say that in negative direction. That's why we put here minus I1 R. Okay. So for this part up to this, we get this value is VAN, VCN is Vs by 3 and VBN is minus 2 Vs by 3. Okay, so this is the maximum 2 Vs by 3 and this is the minimum 2 Vs by 3 and this is VCN. Okay, so VAN is up to pi if we calculate. Okay, this is for mode 1. Again mode 2, in case of mode 2, B, C, then A, means A in, and it is reverse bias. Okay, so during this we get the value of V AB, BC, VAN, VBN and VCN. Here we see that the value, maximum value of VAN is nothing but, for mode 2, that means pi by 3 lies between omega t, lies between 2 pi by 3. VAN is nothing but 2 Vs by 3 and VBN is equals to VCN is nothing but minus Vs by 3. Okay. For during the mode 3, what happened? This happened A, B and C. Okay. Means AN, BN are in parallel and CN is series with that two phases. So this is happened during the time period 2 pi by 3 less than equals to omega t less than pi. From here we can see that the value of VAN, VBN is Vs by 3 and VCN is nothing but minus 2 Vs by 3. Okay. So in this phase voltage, when omega t 0 to 0 to pi by 3, pi by 3 means so 0 up to 0 to pi by 3, the value of VAN is nothing but Vs by 3. So this is not actually Vs, this is Vs by 3. Okay. Then during the time period pi by 3 to 2 pi by 3, that means this interval, the value of VAN is nothing but 2 Vs by 3. So here we increase the value, which is 2 Vs by 3, and this is up to this is 2 pi by 3. After that means up from 2 pi by 3 to pi, the value of VAN is Vs by 3. Okay, so that's why it is fallen and this is Vs by 3. In the negative half, same thing happen. Okay, so this is a symmetrical waveform. So for the VBN, the same thing happened. What happened? For mode 1, that means 0 to pi by 3. 0 to pi by 3, the value of VBN is minus 2 Vs by 3. This is minus 2 Vs by 3. After that, that means for omega t is lies between pi by 3 to 2 pi by 3, the value of VBN is minus Vs by 3, and after that VBN is Vs by 3. Okay, so this is minus Vs by 3. After that, up to pi, 3 pi by 2 pi by 3 to pi, this is Vs by 3. Okay, again the same structure or configuration followed. Then for the VCN, when omega t lies between 0 to pi by 3, VCN is equals to Vs by 3. That's why we draw here, this is Vs by 3. Okay, this is not Vs by 3. After that, when omega t lies between pi by 3 to 2 pi by 3, what happened? The value of VCN is minus Vs by 3. That's why it reverses to minus Vs by 3, and after that, when it lies between 2 pi by 3 to pi, the value of VCN is minus 2 Vs by 3. That's why this is minus 2 Vs by 3, and the curve followed the same manner. Okay, so here we see that the gating signal are shifted from each other by 60 degree, and the each thyristor are conducted for 180 degree operations. Okay, here all the values are formulas of all the values are given, that is the line to neutral voltages are shown already in figure. The instantaneous line-to-line voltage VAB can be expressed in a Fourier series, and recognizing that VAB is shifted by pi by 6, that means 30 degree, okay, and the even harmonics are 0, only the odd harmonics are remaining. That means VAB is not equals to summation of n equals to 135 dot dot dot, dot infinity 4Vs by n pi cos n pi by 6 sine of n omega t plus pi by 6. Okay, these are the formulas which are been obtained from the Fourier series. You have to write down only these for your examination. Okay. VBC and VCA can be found from the above equation, and we get means they are 120 degree shifted. That means the angle should be changed by minus pi by 2 and minus 7 pi by 6. Why? Because they are being shifted by pi by 3. Okay. So from these three equations we can see that, or we can notice that the triplet harmonics, that is 3, 9, 15 would be 0 in the line to line voltages. If we put n equals to 3, 9, 15, then we see that the line to line voltage going to 0. Okay. Then line to line RMS voltage. What is the formula? The formula is under root of 2 by 2 pi integration of 0 to 2 pi by 3 V square d omega t. Okay. From here we, after calculation, we get the value VL is equals to 0.8165 Vs. Now for n equals to 1, if we put, then we get the fundamental RMS value of the fundamental component. Okay. The value of the RMS value of fundamental component is VL1, which is equals to 4 Vs cos theta, cos 30 degree by root 2 pi. The value is 0.7797 Vs. Okay. Then the RMS value of line to neutral voltage, which can be found by VL by root 3. Okay. So we put the value of VL here, and we get that Vp, that means the RMS value of line to neutral voltages is nothing but 0.4714 Vs. Okay. When there is only the resistive load, okay, that means if this load becomes only resistive, this load is only resistive in nature, then there is no function of the diodes which are connected across the transistors. Okay. But if the load is in inductive in nature, then the current or in the each arm of the inverter would be delayed to its voltage. Okay. So when Q4 is switched off, okay, then the diode D1 must be conducted. Okay. That's why it is connected in parallel. When Q1 off, then D4 conducted. When Q4 off, then D1 conducted. Okay. So for the inductive load, that means the for RL load, the output waveform of current, the average current output waveform is similar, more or less like this. Okay. And here we see we almost get the sine wave. It is not proper sine wave because there are some distortion, but it is approximated to, seems like to a sine wave. Okay. Now we are going to discuss there are two topics in your syllabus. One is three-phase 180-degree mode VSI and another is three-phase 120-degree mode VSI. Okay. So the first one is the main funda related from the above discussion. Okay. Actually the above transistor inverter which we have already taught, which is a 180-degree mode VSI. Okay. For mode specifically, there are three transistors. Okay. So we already know each transistor conducts for 180-degree conduction mode. So here we saw that T1 is conducted 180 degree, T4 is conducted 180 degree, again T1, then T4. Okay. Because how we say that? We say that because VA0 is positive for this. Okay. After that, T4. In this portion, T4 becomes positive. After that T1, after that T4. Up to this, okay, up to this T6 and T3, T6, T3, T6. This portion is must be added to this to get 180-degree conduction mode. And again for the third phase we see that T5, T2, T5, T2 and again T5. Okay. So we see that these spacing are nothing but 60-degree spacing, that because we give the gating signal after 60-degree interval. Okay. So step 1, what are the steps? In this region means 0 to 60 degree, the transistor 5, transistor 6, transistor 1 is operated. During 60 to 120 degree operation, time during 6 to 6, 1, 2 is operated. 120 degree to 180 degree, 1, 2, 3 is operated. Okay. We rotationally, if we put the 1 to 6 number in clockwise direction and we say that 5, 6, 1, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 1, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. Okay. These are the conducting thyristors. So it is very much easy for remembering that. First one is 5, 6, 1, then 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 6, repeatedly conducting in nature. Okay. So we discussed this graph, these three graphs in the previous lecture. Okay. So here we already discussed how this, what happened? This VN comes. Now, if we have to find out the line-to-line voltage, that is VAB, VAB is nothing but VA0 minus VB0. Okay. So, here VA0 is VS by 3 for this portion, means 0 to 60 degree. VAB is VS by 3 minus of minus means plus to VS by 3. That means the value becomes VS. Okay. For 60 to 120 degree, VAB is 2 VS by 3 minus VS by 3. sorry, minus of minus Vs by 3, that means only Vs. So we get this two as Vs. Again, VBC is nothing but VB0 minus V0, and we get this value, okay? And for this portion, that means 120 degree to 180 degree, the value of VA0 is Vs by 3, and VB0 is also Vs by 3. So Vs by 3 minus Vs by 3, it becomes 0. That's why it is a flat curve, okay? So depending upon this, we can draw the waveforms, okay? So this which I am saying, that's all are written here, okay? That means you can see that thyristor pair in each arm become one, the upper arms, for the upper arms T1, T4, T3, and for arm is T1, T4, T3, T6, and T5, T2, okay? And which are the turned on with the time interval of 180 degree, okay? So, and we already said that we give the gating current after 60 degree intervals, okay? So how we get the value of Vs by R or Vs by 2, Vs by 3, I have discussed here, okay? So this is the same thing written here, only difference is in the above discussion we considered that only the load is only resistive in nature, but here the load is either inductive or RL load, okay? That's why we replace the R by Z, okay? So this is the circuit diagram. You can use the above diagram, previous diagram also, okay? So here we see that 1, 6 and 5 is connected, means 6, 5, 6, 1 is connected, and during this 0 to 60 degree means step 1, 0 to 60 degree, what happened? It is happening 5, 6, 1 closed, 5, 6, 1 closed, and this is A, this is B, this is C. So this is the equivalent diagram of this one. This is the equivalent diagram of this circuit. How? So this A and C are in parallel, as this is same and this is same, okay? Means this is the same circuit, that is A, C. From here, this is O, and from here B is connected, okay? That's why we get this, the value. For the step 3, for the all step means step 2, 0 to 60 to 120 degree, 6, 1, 2 closed, that's why 6, 1, 2 closed, and what happening now here, 6 and 2, that means B and C are in parallel, B and C are in parallel, because these are the common of the lower group, okay? 1, 3, 5 are the upper group element, and 4, 6, 2 are the lower group element, okay? So as 6 are 2 here are the lower group element, that's why B and C are in parallel, and with B and C, A is in series, okay? So from here we get the value. Step 3, that means 120 degree to 180 degree conduction, 1 to 3 closed, 1 closed, 3 closed, 2 closed. So here 1 and 3 are in parallel. With 1 and 3, C is connected, that means 2 is connected in parallel. Step 4, 180 degree to 240 degree, 2, 3, 4 are closed. Okay, that means what happened? Happened 4 and 2, that means B and C are in parallel. With B and C, A is series. Okay, so these are the values of VAB, VBC and VCA, and omega t plus pi by 6 minus pi by 2 and sine n omega t plus pi by 6. Okay, if we put Fourier series as expansion, then VA0 is equals to summation of n equals to 6k plus minus 1. Here we use 6k as there are 6 chopper circuit or thyristors are used. Okay, to Vs by n pi sine of n omega t. These are the formulas. VLN, which is the RMS value of the nth component of line voltage. The RMS value of the fundamental line voltage is VL1. Similarly, therefore, the VL, VP, that means the phase voltage, RMS value of phase voltage, RMS value of the fundamental phase voltage. If we put n equals to 1, then okay. So up to this we end here, and from in the next class we discuss about the three phase 120 degree mode VSI. Okay, so that's all for today. Have you any question? Have you any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay.